Hey guys, SentinalhMC here, bringing you another Starmade video. That's right, you're getting a lot of videos from me lately. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. This is my new ship. The last video I showed you of Starmade, you saw that other little black ship. Well, I chopped it in half and I made it a turret on the bottom of this ship. So this is the Solari. My first attempt at a ship with an actual interior. If I fly up here, you get a nice aerial view. So I like the shape of this in the front. I got my left and right, where's that, port and starboard antimatter cannons. They stretch all the way to the back, so I guess they're pretty powerful. I don't know. Missile battery on the top, some nice glass for the cockpit, and I kind of like the shape of it. If we'll come around the back here, and I'll show you the inside last. There's an engine on the back of each of these things, and this is the main. Here's the main engines in the back here. There's a lot of engines. These stretch back quite a way, so this ship has a lot of thrust. Takes a lot of power too, but it has that as well. If I come up here, I'll let you see it from the air, top-down view of the shape of this. And I quite like the shape of this ship. It kind of reminds me of those old games like Tyrian 3000, I think, or 2000, I forget which one. You know, those old, you know, from the vertical scrolling shooters. It kind of reminds me of one of those. So let's get inside this thing. So I've got my flex doors, one on each side. And now we're in the gravity, so I can walk around. So if we come up here, we've got some plex lights, some glass you can see inside here. And then we open this door, we'll come into the cockpit. And here's the cockpit. So I've got two plex storages, I've got my cockpit block, a faction module, because I've made a faction on here just for fun. And these are just decorative blocks placed around. Now, this ship's not all that well designed. The ship core is right here, so I can get into it. One thing I wish Starmade had was the ability to get into the ship through the cockpit, so I didn't have to have this here. But yeah, you can get into the ship. So here we have build mode. You can see we're in the ship. And I'll hit and go to flight mode, and then I hit the left arrow or right arrow, doesn't matter which arrow, to go into the cockpit, so I can pull out of the hangar. This is just a a procedurally generated. What do I think? Oh my, what's the word? What's the word? Space station. How did I forget the word space station? Anyway, so here we go. We're flying it. We'll fly this a bit. So it accelerates pretty decently. Now you'll see this top speed is a bit different. It was 50, it's now 60. I turned it up in the config file just because I felt that 50 was a bit too slow. They do warn you that if you turn it up too high, you might get some issues. And apparently my weapons have unbound. So let's rebind the weapons. So I'll just fire my lasers at these asteroid here. Not too powerful, but let's grab my missiles. Oh. Bang. That didn't do too much either. Okay, I guess I have to increase the power on this thing, but I like the ship alright. I think it's kind of neat. It does limit your view quite a bit. And oh man, my turret didn't come with? Are you kidding? Alright, well I guess it unbound some things. I guess the game unbound some of my settings. That kind of stinks. But usually that turret would fly with the ship. So let's get out of here. Oh, I'm still in the gravity well. So let's reconnect this. If I enter the ship core, I can aim it at the docking block, hit 0, click on it. Oh, that's why I didn't put a faction block. Okay, I forgot to put a faction block on the turret when I put one on my ship. So they're not the same faction anymore. No, it's a faction hub. Okay, well, so that's what happened. So let this be a lesson to you. If you are doing this, you're gonna have to put a faction block on your turret. If you put a faction block on your ship, I really can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, so that's why. Otherwise, it docks right there, and it looks kind of cool. You saw it when it was still attached. But so if I wanted to salvage with this ship, I'd have to get out of the ship and get into the turret. I wish there was a way to take control of the turret from the ship that it's attached to, and I'm having trouble walking. Okay, the gravity well is messing me up. Okay, right. Okay, I was still in my ship's gravity, now I'm not. Plex lifters, are like the elevators of this game. They bug out if you're under the effect of gravity. You'll fall through the bottom of it. So we tried that, me and my friend, and it didn't work. So now this is my friend's ship, Pookie. Multiplayer is really easy in this game, so I just made my computer a server client. So he's gone and made his version of a TIE fighter. He just put these little wingy things on the sides here, kind of like a TIE fighter. So there's the cockpit, there's the main part of the ship, got some salvage beams, got some cannons, got some shield arrays. These will actually pretty neat. These would actually be pretty useful in combat if they were a bit thicker, yeah. So these would help to deflect attacks trying to hit the main core of the ship. So if we come inside of his ship, here he has the gravity unit right here, and then you're in here and you get into the ship core. So he doesn't have a cockpit. The ship core is right here and you can see out. So not really all that protected, but you can't move the ship cores around. So like if you could move the ship core, then he could put the ship core back here and put a cockpit up here, but once you've placed the ship core, that's it. You have to demolish and rebuild this entire ship, which is kind of stupid. Well, it's just the way it works right now. I hope that when they release the game, it doesn't work that way. So you've got some flex storage. I would like to be able to move the. I forgot to untether from gravity again. Well, I wish you could move the ship core after you've placed it. Maybe select the ship core and then select the block where you want it to be, and it'll relocate. Because that would be pretty nice if you could do that. So that's one of the things. Let me activate this. That's one of the things that I'm hoping they put in the final game or in a future update. Because the one thing I'm having trouble with building ships in Starmade right now is the fact that I have to plan out everything from the beginning all around the ship core. Because once I've placed it, I can't move it. So that's it doesn't work out so well for me sometimes. So that was my ship, and this is my space station now. We've claimed this. Put a faction module on the space station, and you can claim it. I've claimed this station as the home base of my faction, which is the Iron Guard. I play League of Legends, and so when I named my ship the Solari, I had to think of Iron Solari when I named the faction. So I was like, hey, Iron Guard, Iron Solari. Kind of a nerd. But so that's my ship in Starmade. So I think I like doing this, coming out with ship videos. So whenever I build a new ship, I'll show it to you. One last thing, if you guys don't subscribe to Gemzy Boy Minecraft, you should totally at least check out his Starmade video, because he's built an amazing ship. I saw that video today and I was just like, oh my goodness, I have to make sure people see this video because his ship is just amazing. So I'll see you guys next time. I am SentinalH, and I am signing out.